social media print, for example. Nowadays, it's totally normal that new generations are using print to have a real manifested memory.
I am so fortunate to have been invited to the online print symposium this year, and it's by my good friend. We have known each other for almost 10 years, I think. So this is Bernd Zipper, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one that has founded the online print symposium. And of course, we need to talk to you. Bernd, you gave an excellent keynote today. Do you call it a keynote when it's second?
Yeah, we don't care about this. So it's normal that we have a keynote from one of the industry leaders, maybe Benny Lander years ago, or Robert Kiener, or today Rainer Hunsthofer, because we want to have a global message first. And after that, it's some kind of tradition that I give an overview about the numbers, about what's going on in the market, and some ideas I have in mind.
The thing that I have always been intrigued after I got to meet you many years ago is that you are maybe one of the persons in the industry that I know that have most hands-on, especially when it comes to online print. Is that like, how did you get into that business?
To me, I was always addicted to print. And since years, I see that the print is dying. But it's not dying because our society doesn't work, doesn't want print anymore. It's dying because some printers are too dull to sell. And the point is that online print came up. I see that new target groups are now buying print, and they are using that for invitations, for business cards. Did you know that the business cards business is growing? Yeah,
who should have thought that, right?
That's strange, yeah. And other things, so social media print, for example. Nowadays, it's totally normal that new generations are using print to have a real manifested memory, yeah, on events, on something, on relationships, whatever.
It's funny because it reminds me about a little joke I saw. I think it was like there's a young person that looked at a floppy disk that was on his dad's table, and he said to his father, "See how cool it is! My dad made a 3D print of the icon of my computer."
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I love all the new print stuff, and I love all the new ideas how we can make something new out of print. And I'm so addicted to print that I like books, but I like also books that are printed in copy number 1, and it's an individual book. And this will rescue the print industry, because now we have a change of a production from mass production in the direction of mass customization. Not at all, of course, but slightly it's going in this direction. And this is the chance for printing industry to have more value on print and to get more money on that.
And I think the interesting thing is that because zipcon is also like a consultancy company, yep, right? So I think that maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the 8th online print symposium. Yep. When you did the first one, I think the market may at that time be less ready for online print and understanding that everything is going to be digital. And now everybody's talking about it. So the transformation that everybody's talking about right now is actually, we are in the eye of the hurricane right now.
Yeah, definitely. But online print is around since early 2000s. So since that time, for example, Fly Alarm started 18 years ago. Yeah, Vistaprint 19 years ago, and so a lot of entrepreneurs already were in online print. And so over the time being, a lot of other companies came up, and so I don't see that that's something new. Even on the first online print symposium, we had 200 attendees. And so we see that the market is growing, becomes more major, and new players are coming into that. And I'm happy about that, because also a normal printer has a chance to sell more print if he has a right connection to the customer. And that might be an online shop or social media stuff or whatever, plus his traditional sales team, for example.
You mentioned in the beginning that you have industry leaders coming and giving the keynote, and, and as you just mentioned that Rainer Hunsthofer was the one from CEO from Heidelberg today. I would think that maybe some people wouldn't think of Heidelberg as the obvious keynote speaker on online print symposium, because they are more like traditional iron. But they are also in the transformation process.
Yes, of course,
So what do you think of what's going on right now?
To be honest, I'm not delighted about the rumors, of course, because we all need Heidelberg, and we need the power of Heidelberg in developing machines, developing processes, and so on. Maybe not everything is cool. But I see now with Mr. Hunsthofer, it's the first first time we see a CEO who really understands digital processes. And the first time, and he mentioned that on stage, he says it's not only the machine, it's also about the process and the software. And that's very important. And with that understanding, it's a massive work for him internally, of course, also with traditional printers. But with that message, we are on the beginning on a new era that a machine producer, manufacturer, is going in the direction also to understand that software is the OS system, yeah, for his machines. And the first time there is a big manufacturer in the world, and he said, we are opening our system to everyone who likes. That means also HP or Konica Minolta or KBA. And that's cool. And if he keeps his promise, this is the only way how Heidelberg can survive in that state.
So it actually makes a lot of sense to have him here, right?
Yeah, and you know, Heidelberg is not here because I said, oh, it's cool to have.
I understand. I know that you are picky, so I understand that.
No, it's very important that if a keynote speaker like Mr. Hunsdorfer is coming here to the stage to give a clear, positive word to online print, because also his traditional customers need to understand that Heidelberg has answers in this direction. I'm not selling Heidelberg machines, but I see that they are doing the right step, and you see with HP and Konica Minolta and Ricoh, they all do stuff in online printing, and they all do it, of course, because they understand there is a new market coming up, and Heidelberg understands it as well.